Welcome to Layn Turo University. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm here with the Volkswagen Jetta Sport, ready to go out on a booking, having a beautiful day today. But enough about that. I want to let you guys know about a really important update that the Turo policy is going to change starting November 2nd, 2021. So get ready for this. And this is the change. I'm going to go over a few of the changes, and I'm going to share my screen after this to show you what's actually written. But this is what it is, people. So Turo going forward is going to actually start requiring us Turo hosts to have our vehicle checked and inspected annually, at least once per year, to make sure the vehicles are safe and working condition and making sure that the vehicles are well maintained. Turo, in my opinion, is bringing it to the next level where they want to make sure all the cars are at an optimal level of safety, and I really do agree with that. I do that anyway. I get my cars inspected way more than once per year, but for a lot of hosts that maybe don't do this will be a great rude awakening, and also a way to actually kind of edge out anyone who's not serious. And also it'll bring up the competition. It'll also make the company better. We'll be able to charge more, and it'll make it more competitive, and it'll make it where all the vehicles for the most part are well maintained, which I love. So that's really a great, where now we're at a point where now Turo will make us actually check these cars right here. We'll have to get it vehicle inspected. I'm already used to this because I'm also, besides being a Turo host, I'm also a hire car owner. I have a fleet of cars on a hire car platform, and I actually use a company called Rideshare Mechanic, and Turo actually mentions Rideshare Mechanic, which is really cool. And they actually do a 19-point inspection, and they do it remotely from my phone, which is pretty cool. So that's the future right now. You don't even have to take it into a mechanic shop. You can actually use Rideshare Mechanic, which I've used so many times. They do a 19-point inspection for Lyft and Uber for the hire car platform, and they check you out. So Turo actually is doing that now, so it's pretty cool. So Turo actually mentions the option. I'll share my screen and show you where they mention that. They give two other options as well. And you can also go to an alternative like your own mechanic. They don't have to be ASE certified. They do not. As long as they're a mechanic and they check your vehicle and check and inspect your vehicle and it passes, you submit that to Turo and you're fine. That's a great. It doesn't have to be ASE certified, but you could go to your own mechanic. It could be alternative, like I said, or you can use Rideshare Mechanic like I've used, which is really cool. And they even have a free alternative that I'll show you to get, so that they help with making sure we don't spend any more money out of our pocket. And I'll share my screen with you to show you guys. But yeah, they're gonna have us inspect our vehicles. So once per year, your vehicle's a current year. You don't have to get it inspected right away. They'll give you 12 months because it's basically a new car. But at the point, but like I said before, after the rule of thumb is going to be every host has to get their vehicle inspected every year annually, basically every 12 months. So I think it's a great move. It's going to really bring up the level of care of vehicles, and the maintenance will bring up the level, because there's a lot of cars that aren't well maintained, unfortunately, and that's not a good service. I think this is a great way for us to start charging more, and Turo will be able to put a price higher because it'll be better quality cars in comparison to other rideshare platforms. And that's pretty cool. So I'm all for it. I've totally endorsed it. I get my cars inspected way more than once per year, so this is nothing for me. But for those that maybe don't do it, might be a rude awakening, but I think it's going in the right direction, especially since we want to charge more. Besides that, another change is that they're going to actually change the cleaning and the smoking fee. You'll actually be able to directly submit it through your app, and you have to take pictures, and once customer service from Turo validates and processes it, they'll pay it to your earnings. So it'll be $250 for it'll go from $150 to $250 for the smoking fee. You can submit it. It won't be, you don't have to go through the incidentals. You can select it directly through your app, and it'll be at the point where you just get reimbursed, and it'll be paid to your earnings as long as you take the proper pictures, show that there's ash, etc., etc. And that's just a way to go about it. They're also removing post-trip cleaning, and their methodology behind it and reason why they're removing is because, and I understand where they're coming from, but I can see why it might cause some turbulence in the air between host and Turo, is that they're saying basically they don't want to charge for insignificant, like say having sand or very like natural wear or usage of the car type dirt, like maybe rocks. I get that. You don't want to abuse the guests. You don't want to abuse the policy where you keep charging them for, hey, I found sand. So they're removing that. But what they are doing is they're bringing it up where if someone completely outright disrespects your car, disrespect, it's not the right word to use, but basically just doesn't take care of your car, they'll actually be charged a significant amount. That's what they're kind of gauging it to, where they're trying to take it from charging someone in an unscrupulous manner and charging them in an unfair manner for something that's natural usage, like sand in the car. But if they really take advantage and go against the policy, or really like destroy your car or dirty it in a really messed up way, they'll actually pay you out right for that. And you can do it in such an effortless manner now where you just do it through your app, submit the pictures, and they pay you the earnings. A little more streamlined. So that's kind of what I just want to give you a summary of that. I'll share the screen shortly so I can show you some of the updates. This is fresh updates. It hasn't even been implemented yet. It starts basically in a few weeks now. But so now it's still October here. So right now, that's pretty much what's going on. So yeah, so while follow my screen through, I'm gonna show you the policy and I'm gonna show you where to get your car inspected at and even get it inspected for free. Watch the screen, follow through. Thank you for following me through. This is the article that I left below that goes in deep detail in regards to the new requirement that Turo is implementing starting November 2nd for the annual maintenance and also vehicle inspection for your maintenance and also cleaning update for the policy. Look, safe, clean cars mean better business. So here it goes. See, requiring annual safety inspections for all vehicles. Vehicle safety is a critical concern for your guests, in addition to being vital to the health of your business. Well-maintained cars can spend more time on the road and less time in the shop, so being proactive about keeping them in ship shape can help promote a well-oiled business. The off-season is also a good time to knock regular vehicle maintenance off your to-do list. That's true. All vehicles in the US and Canada will be required to pass an annual safety inspection to remain listed on the marketplace. How it works. Once a year, you'll be required to complete an inspection with a qualified mechanic for each of your vehicles. Here's what you should know. The inspection must cover all points listed in the inspection checklist, which I mentioned before. You will find in your car's new safety inspection tab, which I mentioned earlier. A qualified mechanic must inspect your vehicle, but they are not required to be ASE certified, which I mentioned earlier. Your mechanic should fill out the checklist and return it to you, so be sure to bring it to your inspection. Yep. You will be able to submit alternative inspection forms like a state required form or dealership form as long as they include all of the requirements listed on our checklist. Yep, so as long as you get an alternative to what they're asking and it's a checkout by a good source, that's a mechanic, they don't have to be ASC certified, but as long as they pass you and say that you passed what Turo checklist is, you're good to go. Listing additional vehicles on Turo. When you list additional vehicles, you will now be required to submit a passing inspection within 3 months by month end from the day you list your car. If, however, the vehicle is more recent model, last year or newer, inspections are due within 12 months at month end from the list date. Mentioned that earlier. If you submitted a valid required maintenance inspection checklist for a safety or maintenance issue within 12 months of your annual inspection due date, you can resubmit that checklist to satisfy your annual inspection requirement. Your next annual inspection will be due within 12 months at month end from the date of that required maintenance inspection. Yeah, here we go. See, people? And you can also go to your host hub to see what your inspection due date is, which is awesome. If you miss your inspection due date, each annual inspection will be due 12 months from the date of the last inspection by month end. If you don't submit your annual inspection by the due date, Turo will automatically unlist your vehicle. No bueno, that is no good. So we have to stay on it, people. It's important to know this. If you don't know this, you might just find your vehicle off and unlisted and wonder why you're not making any more money. It's because you need to get an inspection. So very important, people. Guests won't be able to book new trips until you submit your passing inspection, but any existing trips will be upheld and trip modifications allowed. So that's good. At least if your vehicle hasn't been inspected and say you aren't qualified to be on the platform, your vehicle's already grandfathered in, it's already on there, and someone already has a booking, they're not going to abruptly end it or not allow modifications. But any new money that's coming in or any new business, you're not going to be able to get until you get inspected. Very important, people. And I mentioned this earlier. Okay. And Turo will remind you of upcoming inspections. That's good. On due dates via email. So make sure you look at your email and check your app. Get a free inspection with Go by Goodyear. This is what I mentioned earlier. This one's $0. It's an annual inspection, so none of us have to spend any money on inspection. So pretty cool. Turo's requires us to do this, but they are giving a great solution, an alternative, so we don't have to spend any money. Because when you save money, you make money. Look at this. Get a free inspection with Go by Goodyear, while hosts are responsible for the cost of inspections. We've partnered with Go by Goodyear to offer Turo hosts $0 annual inspections to help support hosts in their commitment to vehicle safety. We've also partnered with your mechanic to provide discounted on-demand inspection services up to 20% off for 10 inspections. And Rise Your Mechanic, which I love and I've used so many times. Not only a Turo host. I'm also a hire car owner, and hire car, actually I use Rideshare Mechanic for my vehicles on hire car. And what they essentially does, what I love about this, you actually don't have to physically go anywhere. You just stand by your car, you take pictures, record a small little snippets of video, submit it to Rideshare Mechanic, in less than 15 minutes they pass you as long as your car checks out. So phenomenal, so great, and I love Rideshare Mechanic. I highly endorse them. But yeah, here it goes. To offer discounted and virtual inspections, as I mentioned, remote, can do it remotely from your car, from your phone. Inspections that take just about 15 minutes. It actually takes less than that for hosts on the go. Be sure to visit the deals and discounts page to take advantage of these great deals. I'll show you that. And yeah, that's about it. And look, and I'll revisit this. I'll show you guys that. But first, I want to get this over with the cleaning, tidying up, or clean and no smoking policy. Guests don't expect to clean cars before returning them, especially if any dirtiness is the result of normal use like sand from the beach or snow from the mountains, which I mentioned earlier. When guests are abusive or careless with vehicles, however, it can cost hosts valuable time and money. Oh, yes, it can. And to continue fostering a balanced marketplace that advocate for both guests and hosts, we are updating our cleaning and smoking policies with 2 specific goals in mind. Emphasize the respectful use of vehicles and our zero tolerance of no smoking policy. Support hosts and their businesses by ensuring Turo is a competitive alternative to rental car companies. So, okay. And look, here it goes. Updating clean policy. There you go. Hosts will be able to charge a $150 violation fee for abusive and irresponsible cleaning incidents. Okay, and in severe cases, the guest might be removed from Turo. Okay, the post-trip cleaning, as I mentioned earlier, will no longer be available. That was a good one. I actually really like post-trip cleaning, but I get the direction that Turo's going, so I understand. Hosts will no longer be able to charge a fee for cleaning outside of the $150 violation fee. Hosts will be able to contact customer support directly via the app to report and charge for cleaning violations, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, and that's about it, people. Yeah. See here, here's some pictures. It's telling you what a cleaning violation is not and what it is. Cleaning violation, the Jeep to the right, it looks filthy. That's a cleaning violation. And not a clean violation, like basically that hue. A hue is like that light dirt that you could probably put your finger through. You still don't want to give your car like that to the next guest, but yeah, I get it. It's like it's something that you can easily just get a quick wash down. So they don't really consider that like a violation. And the violation would be the one to the right with all the mud and dirt. Not clean violation, not sand or anything typical, but clean violation. I've had that one a few times. I had a car in Mexico that was taken and looked just like that. The one on the right, it was actually worse than that. It was a disaster. But anyways, Turo took care of me, so I'm happy about that. Turned a bad situation into a good situation. So yeah, basically just balancing it out. They're trying to make it where we don't abuse the guests and that we're not abused as well. They're trying to really come in the middle is what I see. So okay, I get it. And here's the update: no smoking policy. Guests are strictly prohibited from smoking in vehicles shared on Turo. To keep cars smoke-free, we've freshened up this long-standing rule. Here it goes. The smoking with evidence fee will increase from $150 to $250 to help offset the cost to hosts, and to be clear with the guests that smoking of any kind is unacceptable. The odor-only smoking violation and associate $50 fee will no longer be available. And that's a very hard one to prove also. But anyways, hosts will be able to contact customer support directly via the app to report and request charges for smoking violations. If customer support validates the smoking issue, same as the clean, if they validate it, they will add $250 to your host earnings. See, and because hosts can now seek charges for smoking violations right from the app, smoking violation will no longer be an option in the reimbursement tool. Yeah, and I highly recommend this to people. I definitely want these. Eligible All-Star hosts in the US will be able to get a pack of Turo design no smoking signs at no cost. From the Turo shop, it's a clear, kind, and stylish way to make the point. We'll let you know when you can begin ordering your signs in October. I look forward to this. I definitely want the signs. And even know when the signs are made or not, you should just make your own signs. Why not do that? Make your own signs until you get some, and then take pictures of it so that the guests can't say that they didn't know. And yeah, here we go. See, starting November 2nd, hosts will be able to use the Turo app to report the following issues directly to customer support: clean violations, smoking violations, late returns. Ta-da! And that's about it. This new experience makes it easy for you to submit reports quickly while also reducing friction and guests by directing matters to Turo to resolve. And there we go, people. See, that's what it looks like. reported issue, smoky violation, clean violation, late return, vehicle not returned, late return, vehicle return. Will be very convenient because often I have to call in and go through like chat support. It usually takes too long, in my opinion. This will make it much more streamlined. So I really like that. Look at the clean violation on to the right. So this is what it looks like. This is what we're going to be seeing in our app. Awesome. You submit the evidence. You gotta have evidence to prove what you're stating. Yeah. See how it works? Select the issue you want to report, and then basically just just goes into what you have to ask, how to do it. Yeah. And that's about it, people. Go back up here, show you what I wanted to show you earlier about the deals. Here it goes. See, and go by Goodyear. This one's gonna be for free for us. This is awesome. So if you want to get a free inspection at your free annual Turo inspection, you can book an appointment directly from here. I left the link below to this article, and you can click in here and actually schedule your booking appointment. But the cool thing is absolutely for free, $0. And there's a few other options. They have Your Mechanic, which is 20% off. This was not free, but they do take 20% off of your, I guess up to 10 inspections. And Rideshare Mechanic, one I love. It's so awesome. And they're giving it to us at a discounted price of $37.99. That is not the price for it. It costs like $55. I use it all the time, and it went to like $65. So this is a huge discount, and they do great work. And especially if you're someone who has a fleet like mine, and you're growing your fleet, you have multiple cars, you might not have the time to go to every single car and do this. So what you can do is you simply take a quick picture, record a video of all your cars, you're done. Pretty easy, and I love it. But that's about it, people. Like, subscribe, share. I left the link below to the article. Conrad Layn out. Peace.